guys are well. I want to check the lighting because normally I don't do. Oh Lord, microphone. So today we're quite early. Because still have a life to live. A whole lot of life to live today. So I hope you guys are doing well. It's a full moon. Yesterday I hope you did some work on the full moon. Hope you got time to watch the video that I set up on Monday, so that you can do your full moon things, get your full moon vibration going right. If you haven't seen that full moon video, please go and check, because it's a very important full moon. We're having it in Aries, and it's time to go and shoot your shots. that's what we said Monday. So check the video for Monday. Check it on my Instagram, on my YouTube, on my Facebook. Check that video and make sure that you are doing something for your work. Hey, Tandega says very early. Yeah, Tandega, hey, there's a whole entire life I need to live today still. So I thought, you know what, instead of canceling the life, I might as well do it earlier. I need to go to golf later on today. There's so much stuff I'm doing. But I had a good day. I slept most of the day. And I think the good thing about the full moon time is that I actually do take care of myself a lot. Like, I sleep enough. I try to make sure that I'm eating. I've got the energy. So it's not that bad. It's not that bad. So today's topic, I wanted us to talk about money, but we'll talk about Money Friday. I wanted us to talk about this one because it's been one of the things that I've been getting a lot of questions around. This whole thing of spiritual calling and everything around it. So I want to just explain a few things so that it can probably help you. Stuff that I've went through, stuff that I'm going through, because I think when we share our stories of things that we don't understand, it helps. It helps a lot. Okay. Hi, Erin. Erin says you look so good. Thank you, babes. I slept the whole day. It shows. Like they do say, you need beauty sleep. What is that English? Somebody help me around the English of beauty something. It does help. So lately, you might notice. So hi Instagram, hi Facebook. So when you see me looking that side, I'm looking at Instagram. When you see me looking this side, I'm looking at Facebook and YouTube. So don't worry, I have two devices. It's not I can't not have two. This platform does not work with Instagram. So yeah, it's two platforms. Okay, so you might notice lately that there has been a lot of people that are just like becoming sangoma this, sangoma this, sangoma that. And it does look a little bit weird, like why is everybody becoming a sangoma all of a sudden? Like, is it a fashion? Is it something that's in or whatever? So the reason, there are few reasons, and there are quite a lot of reasons, but I'm gonna talk to you about two main ones that you would probably understand most, that you probably have gone through as your own self. So the first thing is that most of us, especially the Black people, have broken families. So the thing is that maybe the family doesn't have a father. Maybe most of our families are broken like that. You don't know who your father is. You don't know what is your surname. You don't know your history. Like myself, I was born in a family of my parents were married, but then when I was born, then they got divorced, and there was that misalignment that I actually did not even know my own cousins. Like from my mother's side and my father's side, like I just don't know anybody. I always feel like I was just dropped in this planet literally because I don't know anybody. Now, all my siblings know everybody, but I don't know anybody because when I came in, the family split. And I don't understand where I come from because I feel like I don't know anybody other than my brothers and sisters. So, or, they move, other families had to move to other provinces and all these things. So, a lot of us do not, and now it's when you do have a mother and a father who were staying together. But most people, the mother is there, the father is there. You don't know who is who. Most people, 80% of South African homes, they are broken. We all know that. So that is one of the reasons that I'm gonna talk to you a little bit more about that. So the second reason why we see that like every family now there's somebody that's like, oh my goodness, there's another one. It's on Goma. There's another one, is because over the past 2000 years, we had been in the Pisces age. And the Pisces age was more about people getting direction along their spirituality from a certain source that was supposed to do the supplication for them. So you'll notice that when you go to church, it was more like ngiyocela umfundisi anginikeze umthandazo. Like ngizocela, somebody must do the praying for you. Somebody must be in the way for you. So I have to come back every week here at church so that I can connect with abazalwane, so that we can do have a prayer group, or the pastor can pray for us, or we can come in the front so that we can be laid hands on. Or but most of it, you will notice that we were never given the power to take spirituality in our hands. We were told spirituality works like this: terms and conditions. You go to hell, you might not. You might go to heaven, you might not. You step like this, you are wrong. So there were so many, for the past 2000 years, there were so many do's and don'ts. Yes, no. Like, you couldn't do your own thing spiritually. If you're doing your own thing, you will look like, what is wrong with you? We don't do that. We do it like this. You don't do that. You don't wear this. You don't da 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 da. So now that made it easy for people who were not, who were wearing what is it? The Bible says they're wearing sheepskin. Somebody bazalwane, ngicela nisheshise bomama bomthandazo ningitshele the scriptures. Angithi mina ngizosho nini nisho ukuthi with the scripture, so that we can confirm these things. But the Bible talks about people who are in the sheepskin. They are the inside, they are something else. They are wolves, and then outside they look like the sheep. So those people will then start to use those platforms, because people are supposed to come to a pastor and ask for a prayer. Then they will say, hey, come this side, I've got miracles. You just give, and then I'll do this and this and this for you. And then you come back next week again, I'm going to do this and this miracle for you. And then a lot of people got scammed. Now, this is happening in the church platforms. This happens with healers. They keep saying, come against your cleansing, come against your cleanser. You are cleansing every day, but you don't see any change. So that is the other reason that in the new age we're at, everybody's supposed to take responsibility of their own lives. Nobody is going to be praying for anybody anymore. Nobody is going to be doing spiritual stuff for you. You see, Reho has found it. Matthew 7:15. Thank you, Reho. Wonke umuntu nje ahlale namabhayibheli avuliwe, fast sisho sisend this thing. Matthew 7:15. Reho has shared the scripture that talks about the sheepskin, the people who are wearing their wolves in sheepskin. Yes, wolves under sheepskin. Thank you so much. Abona ke sikhuluma nabantu aba-connected ke namuhla, nikahle bomama ni-fast. So now that is when then we got to give up our powers, our spiritual powers, in the hands of the wolves that look like, and there was nothing wrong, because the Bible was saying you bring your prayers to the priest and the priest will take your prayers to the Holy of the Holies. But only the priest could go in there, because the priest was ready. The priest has stand in a sacred place. The priest had fasted. The priest had done this. Then the priest can take the prayer there. But then the wolves come and they're like, me also, I am that. You can bring stuff to me. But then I also want you to come and see me and pay whatever, 6,000 rand to see me or whatever. You know those wolves, right? So then we we then literally gave all our powers to the next person who can then Jesus comes and say, I want you to go direct. And that's where, again, the whole entire thing got to be misunderstood, that we kept giving the power away, but we didn't understand what we were doing and how this thing is supposed to work. And we got into this big problem now of being scammed, captured, and all these things. So those are the main two reasons. But then the third reason is that, okay, so under that, when other gay people go, let's say you're not in the church environment, you are in the traditional environment, then there is a sangoma that tells you, hey, I have to come and take out something there, banloile, and I need 50,000. Or you supposed to do this, this, and this, and this. And in this family, there isn't somebody who is a spiritual eye who can say, Aibo, vele lesangoma is telling the truth. Vele, this person, there is something wrong. Of course, you can't heal yourself. Me as myself, I'm a healer, but I can't heal myself. I get other people to heal me, and now I heal other people who are supposed to heal other people. But you must have a spiritual eye, a person who can confirm that the healer is telling the truth. This is true. Because the healer will come and say, hey, something and something is wrong there and there and there. And then you go and jump and you waste so much money, and then you get scammed and you pay this healer so much, and then the thing was if not existing. So we've seen the stories, so many stories where healers tell people snack stuff, people lose money. Other by 4. Still, and I will talk about those ones. Still, they are losing money because there is no spiritual eye. There is nobody here in this home environment, who can confirm for you if this is true. Which, in another way, you're supposed to know how to confirm for yourself. But let's just say you are not there yet. There must be somebody in the home that can confirm. That is why every home now is getting a spiritual healer, somebody who can be and say, this is the truth. This is not the truth. So the other day, I had to go and help this family, a big family. I mean, I had to travel, and I charged this family a lot of money to go and do some work for them as a family unit. And every time when I have to go and work with people as a family unit, I also have to just like understand a little bit around the specifics of what their guides need to be done for them. And this family was such a very clued up family, because what they did was they went and they got another part of the family member who's not close to them that much, but who is a healer. And they said, Guna, a healer that is coming here at home to do work, we need you to be here so that we can confirm that she is telling us the right thing, she's doing the right thing. And they didn't tell me this. And when I got there was this healer, and the healer was like, oh my God, yes, everything that she's doing here is the right thing. Actually, me as a healer also, I need her to help me with stuff, because I can see, because now I'm a healer, that everything she's doing, she's saying the right things. I can see she brought guides that understand our guides and all this, and everything is going according to plan. And I am so happy. And the whole entire family were happy, because somebody from their side that I don't know from a bar of soap was confirming what I was doing. So that is how things are supposed to. That's how you're not going to get scammed. Because you have somebody who's a spiritual eye for you, who can make sure everything is going according to plan. Not that you're saying the healer, you are judging them. I wasn't even judged. I was happy they had somebody to confirm, because, hey, if there's somebody to confirm, they can actually receive from me better than when they are thinking, this girl, maybe, she's got eyelashes, hey, man, I'm not sure about her, Like, of course, I got my eyelashes and my long nails. I know, like, Jesus Christ. So I was so pleased that they had somebody there to confirm that I was doing what. And for me also, I was feeling more comfortable, because there was somebody who was actually saying, yeah, you are, that's it. Yes, that's it. And that person was actually also helping me, giving me more information for me to do my work better. So if there's a spiritual healer in the home, it's much, much better. The healing and the things that needs to happen will go faster. And I promise you, they came back with testimonies of things that were so huge that I didn't even understand. I sort of had an idea when you do some work, what will be the result. But their results were so huge because they were happy. They knew that their guides had had their prayer and their guides had sent them somebody to help them. And it was so good. So that is the other reason why everybody is getting, every family, there's somebody who is getting a spiritual healer. Because it is so critical for you to be safe. Now, I wrote the other day an article on this spiritual capturing stuff, and I haven't actually put it up. So, Lord help me, tomorrow, I promise myself I'll put it up on my Facebook. And just check my Facebook tomorrow. I'll put it up, and I will not edit it. I'll just put it up because probably I'm thinking, I wrote it, I think, like a week ago. But I just had the thing of, I need to go and correct the English. It's not like I have any English to correct anyway. My English it doesn't exist. So I might as well just post it. So I'll post it. And I think maybe we can just, I'll come back maybe next week. We can just talk a little bit more about the spiritual capturing, so that we can also talk a little bit about the spiritual protection and all those kind of stuff. Stay says, wow, I'm from a spiritual church, and a few years back, our late bishop stopped the laying of hands by reference to the congregants in church. He said that's time for that has passed. Thank you so much, Steve, for confirming that. Time for this laying of hands is gone. No, but you're supposed to lay your own hands on yourself. Please, guys, like, it's over. No wonder coronavirus came and then the church was closed, because we needed to understand that we can do better in our own corners and finally identify spirituality for ourselves. And spirituality is not being a sango. Spirituality is not going to church every Sunday. Spirituality is a relationship that you have with God, a relationship you have with your guides, a relationship you have with your whoever is standing in the gap for you. Okay, so I've explained the reasons why everybody is getting a spiritual healer. Number one is because when the homes got to be broken down before, and this is coming back to abantu that have to twasa or not twasa or the jazz. So a lot of people right now are told, Guti, you have a spiritual calling, so rush and twasa. Now you rush there, you don't even know what kind of a spiritual calling you have. Okay, it's fine. Maybe you have to go to twasa. So, but if utwasa ungazi nokuthi utwasa ini kuphinjani, why? It's a problem. You're not gonna achieve the results you're supposed to achieve, even if there is a good place. So, ukutwasa, I actually have a video that I talked about this a long time ago, the differences and all this and all this and all this and all this. But I'm just gonna go through quickly that whole story. Ukutwasa is not for you to become a healer. Umuntu othwasako, it doesn't mean they are going to be a healer. Ukuthwasa is not the door to be a healer. You can be a healer uthwasile or ungakathwasi. So ukuthwasa is not a tick that masuthwasile you're going to be a healer. You can thwasa and not be a healer, because ukuthwasa has so many levels and so many reasons. There are people abathwasela just to heal their ancestral lineage because there were too much drama. People who lived before us made a lot of mess and then they died before they finished. Let's just say, take a human being today. This person is killing people, is raping people, is doing all sorts of things. You think that person, when they die, what's going to happen? Because they've got children and all that. And remember, the Bible says, your children will pay for your sins. So people who are not living a good life, I always say, guys, when you live here, think about your children when you're gone, what's going to happen to them, because they will have to pay for your sins. So other people are going to go twice just to pay for the sins of their fathers and their grandfathers. And they are not supposed to come and heal anybody. They are healing those people who have gone when the illness. And there are levels and levels and levels of that. And I don't want to go deeper into that. So it's not that you're going to be continually being a healer, you're just standing in the gap for those people. And it's normally something that you chose to come here and do. And uktwasa normally is not a nice experience. Hence, those people, you are literally ubathwalela iphambano zakho. So that's why I'm always be like, people, if you want your children to have a nice life, live your good life here and finish everything correctly and do everything for your children right now. Because when you go on, your children will have to suffer your consequences. If you don't want to live your life good for you, just think of your children, but other people don't care. So hey. Now, ukuthwasa ke, you should not align ukuthwasa and a spiritual calling. Like, if we can just get that part right, ukuthwasa is not spiritual calling. Now, you can sometimes uthwase so that you become a healer. Bakhona abantu abayothwasa ngoba they live a normal life. And bakhona abantu abangayothwasa and they become powerful healers. Now, Mayothwasa, there are two roots that are mostly I would say the bigger categories. There's a lot of categories, but then there's category called Ubundawe. There's category called in the African side. There's a category called Banguni. Okay, and then there's the church side. There's Tunywa side. So now all of these are different in their ways, but the one that we are seeing the most because of the history of our country and how the family structure is set up. Ubunguni is one route that is more about hierarchy of who is who in the family. If wabulala and you've done this about abortion and you're probably not gonna fit in. There's gonna be a whole lot of work that you have to do. It's a little bit complicated. Now, Ubundawe is people who are outcast. So it's either you don't have a mother or you don't know a father or whatever. Things went wrong. Wakhuliswa bomkhulu, wakhuliswa bogogo, wakhuliswa bomalume, wakhuliswa bo whoever. And then now you are also not knowing where you are, if you are coming or you are going, but then you have been called to stand in the gap for other people. So then Bundawege is for everybody. That is anybody. You know that song, Jesus, wait in that song. Jesus says what? Everybody who's anybody can come. Like, yeah, so Bundawe is that. That song, guys. Now, normally you will see people that have open Lendawe spirit. They work a lot in the water. Work with water, heal people with water and prayer. Heal people with prayer in the mountain, prayer in the water. And normally you do not, and again, your guides are helping you, but you are not aligned too much to a hierarchy. Hence, you use prayer and water most of the times. Now, that spirit is a very independent spirit. It's a very standalone, sustainable spirit. So it doesn't depend on who's your grandmother, who's your father, who's this, who's that. It doesn't ask questions. It's like you are serving the universe as a whole. You are one with everybody. You are not being said, it doesn't count. You are helping people with water and prayer, and most of the prayers you do them in the mountain, and most of the prayers you do them in the water. And you're using prayer mostly, and you'll notice that even those people, when they are wearing their spiritual clothes, it's normally the blues and the whites, the blues and the whites and the yellows and the greens and it doesn't have the decoration like amabhayi wabo, they are plain, because those people do not follow any rule. Now, those people cannot go to Twasa. They have the Ndawe lineage in terms of ancestors, and they work a lot with angels and prayer and water. Now, none of those people can Twasa. You cannot Twasa when you work with water. You have to take yourself through a journey of Twasa, because your guides, they give you the route of where you must go, how you must go. You only need a mentor, and sometimes it's one or two mentors, and sometimes you have a mentor and then they finish whatever they're teaching you, and then so I have had so many mentors, but I've never been to any yabo isangoma vibe type thing, like, but I have helped so many people through that process. So now, because of the South African space, we are supposed to self-initiate. When I say self-initiate, I'm saying you cannot be told what to do, but you have a mentor that is going to show you, when you dream like this, it means this. And those people, they dream water almost every day. You dream water every single day, water of all sorts of kinds and shapes and forms. Other than dreaming like dirty water, then that means something else. But like, we're not talking about that today. So, but you and it's the most difficult thing, because now we have been told that you're supposed to go to sangoma, sikugidise, so sequences this. No, but then Jengan, every other time when I found a healer and then they took me through a process, and then immediately when I start to like, oh my goodness, this is my person, this is my gobela, and then I get kicked out, literally. But it's just because my guys do not even want to waste my time and my money. I get kicked out, literally. I'm told, don't come back. Like, why? Like, don't even think about it. Go. Even at church, I was told by my pastor, which the good thing that I've had, which I wish for a lot of people to have, even in my church, I went to a church Abazalwane, but that church, that pastor told me, in Abazalwane church, which you can see, that was a true church, told me, your time in this church is finished. Go, and you need to find out more. And I was like, kanjani? Because we are all told you need to go to church every day. A whole entire Bazalwane pastor said, no. This is a hospital. You're supposed to get healed and go. Pack your bags and go. Take your bed. You are healed and go, because you need to help others, and you can't do it while you're here. There's so much more you need to learn, and here you've learned enough. I got kicked out. And then I tell you, everywhere I've learned so many things, from reading Akasha records to stuff about Ubungoma in all sorts of weird ways, like in all sorts of, and then every time when the lesson is over, I get kicked out. Now, when you find true healers, they will tell you when they done it. So I also initiate people who have the same calling as I am, of water and all this stuff that does not need a gobela, because now I don't want to gobela anybody. Like, oh God, Jesus, I don't have the time. Now, I tell people, it's done. You need to finish and leave me alone, please. So, and sometimes I see people, they feel bad, like, oh my God, but you can't, you need to go. So even now in November, I have a retreat for healers. I'm gonna be literally teaching them how to do uklap, what healing you do, like how do you take people through the river, what do you do, and all these things, like all this kind of stuff that you need to know as a healer. The type of healer that is not supposed to go to Twasa, the type that needs to teach themselves. So from relationships, how do you do relationships, to all these things, to all these nitty gritties. So in November, we're going to be doing that. We're going to a retreat for 3 days. But for that, we're gonna probably spend the retreat is gonna be probably 6 weeks. The other weeks, the 4 weeks is gonna be at home. Then we're gonna do the actual implementation and practice at the retreat in November. So if you want to join us, please check where will you check on my Instagram, or send me an Instagram and ask for the information about the retreat. There's a whole video I've done. I'll send you a link on that so that you can understand what we're going to be doing at the retreat. Akuthwasiwa when you have been given those kind of spiritual healing powers. Now, the other thing is that when you have that, most of the time, your money is literally put in that power, in that calling. Since you do not have anybody who can tell you what to do with your life, you literally connect directly to Source. Source also gives you the ability to have wealth through this platform. But again, to whom much is given, much is required. So you need to understand that you now there's a very thin line between light and darkness. So you make sure that you don't step in the darkness, because immediately when you step into darkness, you call a whole lot of karma, because you've been given a lot and you've been given a lot of blessings connected to your healing. Now, you will notice that other healers will heal other people, but then they can't have much, and then they start to steal other people's blessings. So a person comes for healing, then they start stealing from those people their blessings, because they cannot be able to activate their own. So when you're going through the process of self-initiation, the good thing is that you can initiate everything, even your money, you are able to initiate it. But when you go to your twasa, nobody will ever initiate your money. But they will never teach you how to activate your money. You will have to go out there and then go still teach yourself how to activate money. There is no Sangoma that has ever initiated a person and then taught them their money activation. Now, hence, we all know what our healers are broke, because that is the other thing. But now they were never initiated in that thing. But then when you self-initiate, you then learn how to activate those things. So I am a mentor. I can give you all the information because I don't need you to love me and come to me every other time. Actually, I'm like, when do you finish and leave me alone? Okay, so I don't even know where I am now. I had notes that I wanted to talk quickly. Let me look at the questions. Okay, my priest says, why would we wanna leave you alone? Hi, man. Because I don't have time for that. Even now, I need to go and play golf. Like, I need my life. And this morning, I was at the river. Oh God. Oh, you find I came back, sleep. Now I need to live my life. Jesus Christ. I need. Like in Wednesday, while I go to go. Oh God. Okay, let me see the other questions. Oh my goodness. I'm looking for questions, guys. If you have questions, you can put them up so that we can answer them quickly. Okay, Lungi says this makes sense. Okay. Let's look at the questions. Guys, let's look at the time also, that I don't get late for my appointment. Okay, Stay says, Stay was saying that the pastors have said, Guti, church is over, as in the way we know it. Church is supposed to be a place that we go to help not keep, somebody else. Just that Facebook is not telling me who is it. Lay your hands on yourself. That is the time. Hey, Nomasonto. Hello, babes. Somebody else says, these are some of the reason I always remind my mind and think, Marabusi, it's time we tap into our spiritual powers. You have said it before. Yes, we have so much spiritual powers, and we do not know how to use them, because we were told that somebody's going to do it for us. Unfortunately, the time is over. Lungi says, how often should one go to the river to be in water? So, Lungi, literally, you will know when you need to go. You will either dream, you will either know. It's just allow yourself to be always ready for it. So I mean, me now, because of course I work with the water and I have to help people there. I'm always there, like every week almost. But you will know. And the thing is that the sooner you start to go often, you will see the difference in your energy. Sometimes you don't even have to get into the water. You just go and you chill there. Literally you chill and you will notice that your energy changes. Your chakras start to get unblocked. Especially your third eye chakra. You start to understand things. You start to be in a meeting and you understand what people are saying when they are not talking, because now your energies are more open, but then you're using your spiritual powers now, because everybody has a spiritual power. And you will see when I talk about the spiritual capturing, a lot of people are impressed by somebody who comes and say, hey, I see this, I see this, I see this about you, then now come let me heal you. Oh hell no, I can do the same thing. So do not, you can do the same thing. Do not be impressed by people who come and tell you stuff. You can do the same thing. You just need to give yourself time to practice opening your own spiritual eyes. Paul Entle says, do you charge for the? Oh, of course, girl, I charge for the cleansing. I cannot go there the whole day and burn in the sun. No, but it's not a serious amount. Because it's something that we need to do often, like really often. So yeah, please, anytime every Wednesday we go there. So just let Sitle know that you're coming so that she can give you directions and all the information. Okay. Site says, Mina, I was told 4 times a year in a church is enough. I will also fall asleep in church. Stay. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. Yeah, yes, lama comment lawa ayaphakama. Okay, there. Somebody says Tsurufero. Tsurufero, don't do that. Okay, Sifa says it makes a lot of sense. Okay, somebody else there. How can one open their eyes? Okay, so this is Sino. Sino, we have something called the third eye chakra somewhere here. Now, the third eye chakra is what God gave us to be able to read everybody's energies, including ourselves. Now, when I consult with people, I don't consult with them, of course, face to face, because there's COVID and all that. I used to consult face to face, but then now I use Zoom. So I need to see your third eye so that I can see the information that is in your system. No, even like if somebody is booking for another person that is especially sick, I only do that for sick people. Anybody else must just show up and talk for themselves. But if the person is sick, I ask the person to give me a picture. So when I see the picture of the person, then I can read their third eye. Now, even a scammer knows how to read your third eye because they've opened their third eye chakra. So a scammer will read you and know that you've got money, they can scam you. So it's like everybody has information about everybody. Nobody has a secret in this planet. Nobody has a secret. There are very, very few people that you can read, and there are very serious reasons why they can't be read. Others baba valid, others it's their royal status that they can't be read, but not that they can't be read. Like Akasha records are open to everybody. Once a person gives me they go ahead to read their Akasha records, I can be able to read them. But now, when you open your third eye chakra, you can read your energy and you can read other people's energy. Hence, there's a saying that says energy doesn't lie. So you don't have to wait for a person to say, you don't have to come to me and say, Busim, is my husband cheating? That stuff you're supposed to know, like yourself. You're supposed to see it without. When your child is sick, you're supposed to see it. Even if you cannot heal them, you're supposed to see why they are ill. So the third eye chakra is one thing that you need to start to practice the opening of it. So I've got a course that I've designed for chakras. It's a 7-day course. We go through all the chakras, and I give you the process of healing all your chakras by yourself. I want to give people all the stuff that you don't have to come to me, that I have to show you now and again. Get the information, sit down in your own home, practice, Do the work. Don't just read and understand what chakras are, but do the work, because you can do the work and you can start opening your chakras, and then you start seeing things, and then you start dreaming better, you start understanding stuff. But do it yourself. Teach, like, get into this vibe of doing it yourself. So you can ask my PA for the chakra course, and then do your own chakras and heal your own chakras and open your own chakras. You will do yourself a whole lot of, and spend and save yourself a lot of money you would have spent in so many ways, in healers and in money you are not even claiming at work, and you're not asking for an increase, and you're not getting enough clients just by healing your chakras. So please guys, do that. Like, do not give your spiritual powers to other people to do it for you. Do it for yourself. Like, you will save yourself so much drama. Okay, now let me check. Oh my goodness, the things went up. I don't see much, but okay, a simple answer question there is, what happens when you are self-initiated but you are not dreaming about water often? As far as praying and mountains, I've been shown to work with crystals, meditation, etc. Okay, so Paul, you don't have to dream about water. So it's not only dreaming. So normally a person who's supposed to self-initiate will normally have ear problems, eye problems, heavy shoulders, back neck pain, back ache, lower back pain, IBS, having problem with food and all those kind of stuff. And then your dreams might show animals and those kind of stuff. So, but also you will be shown, like you're saying, other methods of healing. So healing with crystals are connected with water. Meditation is, it's absolutely the best healer. So you want to start the journey of understanding yourself more, because the more you understand yourself more, the more you understand how you're supposed to be healing other people. Now, the other thing is that you could be healing people in a boardroom setup. You could be healing people being a CEO. You could be healing people having a business. You could be healing people in different ways. So it's not just like you're going to heal people like Lucy. That's the other thing, that when you self-initiate, you then understand that you don't have to be a healer that is like Lucy, taking people to the river every day. So you might be healing people in an energy mode where you are planted, where in that business, selling t-shirts that you've prayed for, that people can get healing from, being in a spa environment where people come to your spa, then they get to understand things about themselves while they're getting a massage, while they're doing their nails. So we are all healers in different ways. That is why you do not have to ukuthi siyothwasa, because bazokuthwasisa njani ukuba ihila ye-spa owner, bazokuthwasisa njani ukuthi ube ihila yokuba i-mining boss, bazokuthwasisa njani lento leyo, nalabantu bakuthwasisa kabayazi lento leyo. So you have to do it yourself. Just have somebody who's holding your hand. That's all. So Mpho, thank you for that question. It makes it clearing so much. Thank you. So guys, remember, click on the what things, subscribe, so that you can see stuff when it shows up. Sometimes I mean lately, guys, like, we're gonna do these things in all weird hours, because Mina, my life is so busy. I'm living my life, so I am definitely gonna do the messages whenever I get the time. So click on all the stuff that you need to click, so that you are notified when we do it. And then if you missed it, you can just watch the repeat. So if you have clicked on like and subscribe and this and this and this, you will see the pop-ups, because there's a lot to say in this topic. So I will make sure that I come through and I say whatever I need to say whenever I need to say it. Like, Friday's topic is going to be good. Friday we're talking about capturing. The capturing thing is very, very important. Tuli says, are you going to have healers retreat in Joburg in the near future? Yeah, so we're going to have one again in March. So it's going to be at Machalis. So it's going to be in the Joburg, closer to Joburg area. Now we're having this one in Free State, in the mountain there, in the, what is this mountain? Drakensberg Mountain. We need the mountain because it's healers and they need to be next to a mountain and water. So that's why we are gonna be there. But in March, we're gonna be in the Machalis area. Okay, Tuli. So Namasonta says you spoke about the Ngunis, the Ndawes, and had something to say about church healers. Yeah, so those are the different sectors, like the big categories. Under those categories, there's so much more. But I would say don't worry about those. As long as you follow your own tempo, as long as you follow your own tempo, even if you have to go into a twasa place, if you understand yourself and you know your self tempo, you will go when it's the time is correct and you know what you're doing there. But I tell you, most people right now are supposed to self-initiate because we are now going to be healers that are not just doing healing, that are affecting the economy, that are affecting so much. And the change that is happening with the Aquarius age is that you will notice that healing was a traditional thing that had only one leg. Now we're gonna put 55 legs under it. I tell you, if we could understand that as South Africa, we lost our economy and our wealth because we lost our spirituality. We are coming for all of this. Our healers were just taught to heal headaches. No, we're not going to heal headaches anymore. We're going to heal the whole entire thing. We're going to heal gender based violence. We're going to heal money. We're going to heal every single thing. So, abantu abakuthwasisa age, if bangavuki baphaphame baqale uku-understanda that they need to level up, bazosala bamile ngoba sizozi-initiator. Akunakuthi njani phela bazosi-initiator njani when they are just focusing on headaches and ukuloya and nama-witchcraft, which is very real. I mean, witchcraft and all these things, they are real. But we are supposed to initiate healers that get the whole entire spectrum. So healers who get money, healers who get economics, healers who get science, healers who get technology, healers who get all these things. When you are a healer, you're supposed to have all these things activated in you. Not just witchcraft. Nah, man. Like, can we stop with that stuff? You know, if we have so many people who are able to heal themselves in all those aspects, we will have less people wanting to bewitch others. Because I mean, just like Friday, we're gonna be talking about that stuff. I mean, I know I never want to talk about this stuff. You guys know I don't like this stuff of witchcraft and stuff, but it's real, of course. We have to talk about it. We're gonna be talking about it, and we're gonna be talking about how people bewitch you. How do you know you're bewitched and stuff and blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine, but he doesn't only be doing that. Just like, can we upgrade, level up? Gee. Okay, Togozo says, what does it mean when you dream of a snake a lot and sometimes you feel like you will see it? Okay, so snake is a symbol of healing. Most of the time, snake has to do with healing. So you will notice that, okay, Moses, when he was in the wilderness with the children of Israel, God gave him a snake and said, Moses, hold the snake up, let the people look at the snake so that they can get healed. You will notice today that every medical facility has a snake within a rod, and that is the symbol of healing. And there's a long story around that. I don't even want to tell you about the whole snake thing, but snake is for healing purposes. So healer can dream of a snake, or snake means that healing, but depending again in how you see it in the dream and all that setup. So it's good that when you have a mentor, you ask, and then the mentor, because the mentor has a file on your spiritual journey, then you can work with that healer to decode what does the dream mean. But most of the time, snakes are about healing and kundalini activation, kundalini energy activation. Now, abantu abagangako, they use snake for making money. Now that's a story for another day. And ungathi ngifundiswe ngini izinto ezisinakes, nami ngezwa nje. Bangicocela. Okay, Portia says, what does it mean when you go for a cleansing at a healer's place, then get fired at work? Oh, Lord. I've been told I have a water spirit at church and by healers. What do I do? Hey, cleansing and come back and lose a job. Can we talk about it next week? Or Friday when we're talking about the other things of being captured and stuff like that. But what we could talk about right now is Portia, we can talk about how I've been told I've water spirit, okay, and by healers. And what do? You pray. You light a white candle. You bring a glass of water. Always have water around your house, even if you can, guys. Like you can find a water what, like have plants, have water in them, or have water around you. Like, well, now the Lord sent me a whole entire river behind this window. There's a whole entire river. I can hear the sound of it now. I mean, it helps me a lot. So have water when you're praying. Have a white candle. Go to the river a lot. Ask your guides, what is the route for you? How do you activate that part of you? They will show it to you in a dream, in a vision, in so many ways. But be willing to hear them when they speak to you. Because when you have water spirit, it just means that you are connected directly to source at all times. And you can then help others to connect to source at all times. Hence, at church, they will tell you the same thing. Churches that are true, they will tell you the truth, and they will allow you to walk that journey. So, Portia, prayer, when you have water spirits, prayer is like something you have to pray twice a day, at least sunset and sunrise. I cannot eat any meal. It comes back. The food I eat before I pray, it comes back. It's that bad. So you have to just like, prayer is the most crucial part. But then you don't pray just because you are ticking the boxes. You are praying because you're looking for answers, and you wait for answers. You don't stand up from your candles and your water before you get an answer of what you've asked. So do not go to prayer ungena agenda. Prayer is the board meeting. I've talked about this in another video where I was talking about upatlano and praying. Please check that one out if you didn't see it. It's on YouTube. Okay. Mary says, Ntokozo, send me a friend request. Mary wants to talk to Nontokozo. Ungagangi ngomntwana, Mary. So he says, if you are Sotho, what are the names of the spirit? I always hear of Inzuza, Ndawos, Ngunis, etc. What spirits don't have names in other languages? Yeah, they do have. Ntswaki, you know what they actually do? But Ndawe is for everybody who's anybody that has anything. Can't you guys, it's in that song? Why the song keeps coming? I mean, guys, check out the song says it's anybody who's anybody who's what body. That is for anybody who's anybody. So the other ones have different, of course, traditions and cultures and this and this and this and this. But that was for anybody. So yeah. You can do your research. It's like, just go on and do the research. Abongile says, I agree with you. Yes, Abongile, I wonder what you're agreeing with, but I thank you. Abongile says, I love what you are saying, Busi. You are coming after everything. We are coming after everything. It's not all about witchcraft. True story. Okay, guys. Any more questions? I don't see them. So if I did not read your comment or your question, it just might be the whole thing didn't push it through. So if you have a burning question that is very serious, please go to Instagram and send me a DM. I say Instagram because just Facebook, sometimes I don't see the questions. Instagram help me to see the questions easily. So other than that, Cindy say use this song but too. Yeah, Cindy Lengoma. Why are we forgetting this song? The song, man, guys, it's date anybody. Hi, man, guys. Somebody. Oh, yes. I don't know who is this. Facebook is not writing their name. I'm just a nobody trying to tell everybody about somebody who can save. Yes, it's that one. Thank you so much. Facebook is not telling me your name. Damn it. Yeah, and Mandomi says also, I'm just a nobody. Yeah, like those spirits is just like that. I'm just a nobody. I don't have a mother. I don't have a father. I fall from the sky. Literally, guys, my mother died when I was young. My father, left me to hang around with nobody. So I don't have nobody. I'm just a nobody. I'm trying to tell everybody. Yes, I am trying to tell everybody about somebody. True story. Who can say it? I knew it. I knew the song was the one. Oh, it's Tebu. Oh, thank you so much, Tebu. You see, guys, this song is me, literally. So maybe you are also this song. So, and I know everybody that always log in and see my messages, it's just because they needed to see it. Not everybody is take me serious. Yeah, like I don't take me serious sometimes, mostly. But I'm just a nobody. Like, guys, I tell you, I am a nobody that is telling everybody about somebody that can save their lives. True story. Thank you so much, guys. Now you have healed me. Who sings this song? Oh my goodness. Who Tato says, can I attend the healers retreat even though I'm still not sure about the type of yeah. You don't have to know what type of healer you are. You will find out. Hence, I'm saying nobody is gonna tell you what type of healer you are. We will get direction in which way, but do not try to put yourself in a box. Guys, I beg you, do not. Me, I do everything around, under the sun. I mean, there are very few things in healing that I don't do. But I allowed myself to learn everything. I read tarot cards, for goodness sake. I read crystal balls. I pray like there's nobody's business. I read the Bible. Everything. Because all of it works together for us who wants to serve the Lord. If you're saying, I am here to serve the Lord, I want to help others, I want to help myself and others, you got to have everything in. So I'm just like, do not even worry about what spirit is what. Just say, God, I'm nobody who's trying to tell everybody. Oh, guys, about somebody who can save anybody. Jesus Christ. So do not try to put yourself in a box. Say, I am a healer and I know I'm one. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to just go out there and learn how to do that work that I've been sent to do. The rest of the story, you will find it while you're going along. Now, the good thing about self-initiating is that you can't get it wrong. You can't go uyotwasa ubuye bathi uthwase wrong. You can't go uyotwasa babuye bathi uthwasiswe umuntu wrong. Jehovah. And you can't go uyotwasa umuntu bakufuna imali engaka nengaka nengaka and then it's the wrong thing. You just make your life easy. Well, of course, self-initiate is not easy. It's not easy. But it does make so much of your life easy. So, yeah, guys, if you would like to come through to the retreat, let me know. Let me put the number there. 061-221-5867. What am I doing? 221-5867. Okay. So, okay. So I've put it on the Facebook and the YouTube. So if you're on Instagram, please make sure that you check my post. I'll post again tomorrow. I promise I'll post again tomorrow, and I'll post that article. And on Friday we're talking about maybe Thursday, tomorrow or Friday, we're talking about the spiritual capturing things and all the stuff about spiritual protection and all this stuff. Okay. Other than that, guys, let me go live my life. It's 5:30. It's been an hour. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please click on the share button. Please click on the likes and all the stuff. And I'll see you either tomorrow or Friday. I don't know which one is it gonna be, but you will see when I'm alive. When I go live. If you miss it, just go and watch the repeat. And if you have a question, send me a DM on Instagram, or you can send a WhatsApp on the number 061-221-5867. My PA will answer and send it to me, and I'll be able to help you. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, and have a lovely evening. Bye bye.